The bright future of Mr. DIY, the solar power story problem, high energy costs and environmental concerns. DIY, a passionate do-it-yourself enthusiast, was always on the lookout for ways to improve his home and reduce his carbon footprint. Living in a suburban area, he had a modest house with a beautiful backyard where he spent most of his free time working on various projects. However, he faced persistent problems that began to weigh heavily on his mind: the rising cost of electricity and his growing concern for the environment. Electricity bills had been steadily increasing over the past few years, taking a significant chunk out of Mr. DIY's monthly budget. Despite his best efforts to conserve energy, such as switching to LED bulbs and unplugging devices when not in use, the bills continued to climb. This financial strain was frustrating, especially as he tried to balance his hobby with household expenses. Moreover, Mr. DIY was deeply concerned about the environmental impact of his energy consumption. He was well aware that traditional energy sources, like coal and natural gas, contributed to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. The more he learned about the adverse effects of these energy sources on the planet, the more determined he became to find a sustainable solution. The spark, discovering solar power one sunny afternoon, while browsing through an online forum for DIY enthusiasts, Mr. Dai stumbled upon a thread discussing solar power. Intrigued, he delved deeper into the topic and discovered the immense potential of solar energy. Solar power, he learned, works by converting energy from the sun into electricity or heat using solar panels. These panels, made from semiconductor materials like silicon, harness the sun's photons to generate an electric charge through the photovoltaic PV effect. The more he read, the more fascinated he became. Solar power was not only a renewable and infinite energy source, but it also produced no harmful greenhouse gas emissions. The panels themselves had a lifespan of over 25 years, and their carbon footprint was minimal, especially as more materials were being recycled. Mr. DIY was particularly inspired by the story of Edmund Becquerel, who discovered the photovoltaic effect in 1839, and the subsequent advancements by scientists at Bell Labs in 1954. Who developed the first silicon PV cell capable of converting sunlight into usable electricity. The idea that he could tap into this clean energy source right from his own rooftop was exhilarating. The solution: installing solar panels. With renewed enthusiasm, Mr. DIY decided to take the plunge and install solar panels on his property. He meticulously researched different types of solar panels, comparing their efficiency, cost, and durability. He learned that solar PV panels were ideal for generating electricity, while solar thermal panels were better suited for heating water. After careful consideration, he opted for a set of high-efficiency solar PV panels. The next step was to find a reputable supplier and installer. Mr. DIY contacted several local companies, eventually choosing one with excellent customer reviews and a strong track record in the industry. The installation process was straightforward and surprisingly quick. The solar panels were mounted on the roof of his house, positioned to capture maximum sunlight throughout the day. An inverter was installed to convert the direct current DC produced by the panels into alternating current AC, which could be used to power his household appliances. The transformation, reaping the benefits as soon as the solar panels were operational, Mr. DIY began to see the benefits. His electricity bills dropped dramatically, providing immediate financial relief. The energy generated by the panels was more than sufficient to meet his daily needs, and on particularly sunny days, the excess energy was fed back into the grid, earning him credits from the utility company. But the financial savings were just the beginning. Mr. Dai felt an immense sense of satisfaction knowing that he was significantly reducing his carbon footprint. Every kilowatt-hour of solar energy produced was a step towards a cleaner, more sustainable future. He was proud to contribute to the global effort to combat climate change, and his home had become a small but meaningful part of that mission. The joy, a sustainable lifestyle. DIY's journey with solar power didn't stop at the installation of the panels. Inspired by the success of his project, he continued to explore other ways to enhance his sustainable lifestyle. He invested in energy-efficient appliances, installed a rainwater harvesting system, and even started a small vegetable garden to grow his own produce. His backyard, once a simple recreational space, transformed into a hub of eco-friendly activities. He installed solar-powered lights and a small solar water pump for his garden, further reducing his reliance on traditional energy sources. Friends and neighbors took notice of his efforts, often stopping by to learn more about his solar power system and seek advice on their own sustainability projects. One memorable moment for Mr. DIY was hosting a summer barbecue for his friends and family. As the sun set and the solar-powered lights illuminated the garden, he proudly shared his solar journey with his guests. They were impressed by the tangible benefits and the positive impact on the environment. Many left the gathering inspired to explore solar power for their own homes. The future, expanding the vision. DIY's success with solar panels sparked a broader vision for the future. He began advocating for renewable energy in his community, organizing workshops and informational sessions to educate others about the benefits of solar power. He collaborated with local schools to introduce solar energy concepts to students, hoping to inspire the next generation of eco-conscious individuals. His passion for DIY projects and sustainable living also led him to start a blog, where he shared detailed guides, tips, and personal experiences related to solar power and other green technologies. The blog quickly gained a following, attracting like-minded individuals from around the world who were eager to learn and share their own stories. Conclusion: a bright future ahead. DIY's journey with solar power transformed his life in more ways than he could have imagined. What started as a solution to high energy costs and environmental concerns became a profound and rewarding lifestyle change. The financial savings, reduced carbon footprint, and the joy of living sustainably brought him immense happiness. His story is a testament to the power of renewable energy and the impact that one individual can make. By embracing solar power, Mr. DIY not only improved his own life but also inspired others to consider cleaner, more sustainable energy sources. As he looked out at his sunlit garden, he knew that the future was bright and powered by the limitless energy of the sun.